Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Police say 7 people, including an unborn baby, have been killed in a shooting at a Jehovah's Witness meeting hall in the German city of Hamburg. Here, footage filmed by a local resident of the suspect shooting through an open window. It's thought he acted alone and later took his own life. Here, police storming the building. The suspect, named only as Philip F., is said to have had ill feelings towards the religious community, of which he had previously been a member. At a briefing on Friday, the police said 4 men and 2 women were shot dead, and all were German nationals. 8 people were injured, 4 seriously. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz said he was left speechless, and his thoughts went out to the victims and their relatives. China's leader Xi Jinping has secured a historic 3rd term as president from the country's rubber-stamp parliament. It follows a consolidation of power that has made Mr. Xi China's most dominant leader in generations. The so-called 2 sessions of the National People's Congress and the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference this week is closely watched as it provides a glimpse into China's direction in the coming years. UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has agreed a deal with the French President Emmanuel Macron on trying to reduce the number of illegal migrants crossing the Channel. At a summit in Paris, it was agreed that for the first time the UK will help fund a migrant detention centre in France. It is hoped the agreement will reduce the number of people crossing illegally in small boats. Rishi Sunak says he wants a new chapter in relations with France.
Today we've taken our cooperation to an unprecedented level to tackle this shared challenge. We're announcing a new detention centre in northern France, a new command centre bringing our enforcement teams together in one place for the first time, and an extra 500 new officers patrolling French beaches, all underpinned by more drones and other surveillance technologies that will help ramp up the interception rate.
Georgia may have dropped the foreign agents law, but the director of the Georgian Institute of Politics says the crisis is far from over. Georgia's parliament on Friday dropped plans for a foreign agents bill that had triggered a political crisis and threatened to harm the country's bid for closer ties with Europe. Lawmakers voted against the legislation in the 2nd reading on Friday after the ruling Georgian Dream Party pulled its support for the bill, following 3 nights of protests in the capital, Tbilisi.
I think they just lost tactically right now, but strategically I don't think that they will change, because at the end of the day this election is not just a normal election, because if they lose this election, they're afraid that there might be consequences, including some sort of political vendetta.
The World Meteorological Organization says one of the strongest storms ever recorded in the southern hemisphere may also have broken the world record as the longest-lasting tropical cyclone. Tropical storm Freddy is due to hit the coast of southern Africa again late on Friday or early Saturday, after killing at least 21 people in Mozambique and Madagascar when it first made landfall last month. Freddy was first named 33 days ago. The current record is held by a 31-day hurricane in 1994. More than 166,000 people have been affected when the cyclone swept through Mozambique 2 weeks ago, washing away roads and flooding houses and schools, according to the country's National Disaster Management Agency. And a big black and white cat has become an internet sensation and a major tourist attraction in the Polish city of Szczecin. Word is spreading across Poland about Gasek, who lives in a wooden house on a sidewalk near the city centre. The famous feline's address is Szczecin's most highly rated tourist attraction on Google Maps. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.